Konstantin Rudnev is a Russian dissident and public figure who speaks out against human rights violations, state violence, and wars. He is the author of manifestos of universal human significance dedicated to love, justice, and truth. He is a prisoner of conscience, a victim of political repression, and a symbol of the struggle for freedom.
Что разделение несет войну, разделение несет страдания.
I am Konstantin Rudnev, and I want to tell you about one huge illusion that exists in our society. This illusion is called democracy. Democracy implies the power of the people, that the people themselves must decide what laws should exist and which should not, how it is better for the people to live, what the salaries and pensions should be. All this must be determined by the people themselves. But the trouble is that there is no real democracy anywhere. Instead, aristocracy prospers, meaning the power of the people who are at the top and who have acquired this power. Perhaps they acquired it through elections, or perhaps by some other path, for example, through the career ladder. This very ruling top actually directs society and the people. And it often adopts laws with which absolutely all members of society disagree. Can this situation really be called democracy? For example, bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. If there were democracy, and a vote was held on whether to drop these bombs or not, I am sure the majority of people would have said no. But naturally, no one wanted to listen to the opinion of the people. The ruling top made the decision to drop the bombs, and they dropped them. Here in Russia, for example, we had a pension reform where people must now retire 5 years later. Everyone was against it. No one supported this reform. What kind of democracy is this if the ruling top can create laws that everyone opposes? It means this is not democracy, but aristocracy, the power of the chosen ones, the power of those who receive the right to dispose of the fates of other people. This is power, aristocracy, the power of the best. But this is not the power of the best. It is the power of those who seized power, who received a seat from which they can use the force of the state to impose their own order, which can be harmful even to the people themselves. And a huge number of such laws are adopted in every country. Laws that do not improve the life of the individual or even society as a whole, but on the contrary, worsen their lives. That is why this ruling top must now be eliminated, and the people themselves must choose the laws by which they live. Let us assume, using SMS voting, a certain law is proposed. It is shown on television, and the mass media announces that such a law exists. Let us vote on who is for this law and who is against it. People vote by SMS. The number of votes is reviewed. It is calculated how many are for and how many are against, and then it is decided whether to adopt this law or not. This is real democracy, when the people themselves govern the country. Every person's voice matters. But if it is simply a fiction, where a person must choose a ruler from several candidates, whom they may not even know at all, knowing only their campaign ads and speeches, without really knowing what this person will become when they acquire power, what laws will they pass? those needed by the people, or those that, on the contrary, will be harmful to them. This is no longer democracy, but aristocracy. Therefore, I am for genuine democracy, for which I was persecuted in Russia and will be persecuted in other countries. Because the people in power do not intend to give this power to the people or share it with anyone, as it is very convenient for them to propose laws that benefit them directly, but which can be harmful to the people themselves. So I speak out for real democracy. If anyone stands in solidarity with me, I ask you to write to my channel. Leave your likes and comments on what you think would help establish democracy better. Then we can all together decide what our future and our country should be, or the country where you live, what laws should exist there, and how the people themselves must decide how to live, under what laws, salaries, pensions, subsidies, and punitive or encouraging measures, so that the people themselves govern the country, and not those who live completely separate lives from the people, adopting laws that displease many, while calling their country democratic.